Hello and welcome back. Okay, so this fourth property, how do you do division when you are dealing with algebraic inequalities? Okay, so first of all, because we always do this, we need our inequality out. Okay, so this is going to be the thing that we reference. Okay, so 2b is greater than 4. Okay, so first of all, let's just say that you're given the following inequality, and let's get our definition out. Okay, so let's go to the definition one by one. Okay, step by step. First of all, because we're dealing with division, okay, so the division symbol is going to be the divide symbol, okay, the dash with the two dots on either sides. So that is what we are going to be using, okay. So again, because if you followed the previous video of how we actually do multiplication, you might already know that there are going to be some restrictions. Again, in this case, you can't just use any number. The two numbers that you can't use are, first of all, going to be 1 by 0, okay. The reason for that is because 1 by 0 is actually equal to positive infinity, and let's just actually not go into that right now. And the other number is going to be 0. Okay, so just don't use those two numbers, and you can use any of the numbers, okay, other than that. And again, first of all, positive numbers are going to be differently are going to be dealt differently than negative numbers. So first of all, let's just go through the positives first, and then we can think about how you deal with negative numbers. Okay, so again, whatever number you choose, in this case, first of all, this is just go through the positive numbers. So whatever number you choose, you have to divide on both sides. Okay, that is important, because in that way you don't affect the inequality. Okay, so let's say you choose a number 2, you're going to be dividing the entire equation by 2, so you do that again on both sides. And again, when you are doing division, for example, in this case we were doing division by 2, always convert it into a multiplication symbol, and division by 2 is exactly equal to multiplication with 1 by 2. So convert that, because it just makes life a whole lot easier. Okay, and when you do that, it just won't affect the inequality. Okay, so inequality holds, and the everything stays stable. Okay, and good. So you can do something with the algebraic inequality. Okay, so again, when you are going to be dealing with now negative numbers, the only thing that you're going to be doing extra is going to be the flipping symbol. Okay, you have to flip the symbol. Okay, so let's say you divide the entire equation by -2. Okay, so the extra thing that you have to do is change that symbol. Okay, so for example, in this case, it says that 2b divided by -2 is greater than 4 divided by -2. So just switch that symbol up and turn that into a less than sign. Okay, so when you do that, the inequality holds true, and you can solve the inequality in the normal way. Okay, so again, you convert the division into a multiplication, and division by -2 is just equal to multiplication with -1 by 2, and everything stays fairly good. Okay, so let's actually see the property in action by taking doing an actual example. Okay, so let's say you're given the following inequality: 2c is greater than 6, and you want to find out the value of c. Again, when you're trying to find out the value of any variable, you have to isolate it. In this case, we're going to isolate on the left hand side. Okay, so c should be alone, so we need to get rid of the 2. So we can get rid of the 2 by dividing 2 on both sides, so we can do that. Okay, and again, we need to convert the division into a multiplication, and by converting it, we just write division by 2 is equal to multiplication with 1 by 2. So basically, whatever number you have, you just put that in the denominator, and you put 1 in the numerator side. So that is what we did. And let's actually try to simplify. On the left hand side, we can cancel out the 2's. The 2's cancel out. We are left with c. And on the right hand side, 2 times 3 is equal to 6, right? So 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So 2 can cancel the 6 out, and we are left with a 3. And we are left with the answer c is greater than 3. Again, because we are doing inequalities, you won't have the exact value of c. You are going to get a range of values. In this case, it will be c can equal like 5 or 50 or 500 or 5,000, but whatever number c takes on, it is going to be greater than 3. Okay, let's go through another example. In this case, we are going to be dealing with negative numbers. Okay, so negative 3d is less than 7. Let's say you're given the following inequality: because we want to find out the value of d, we need to get rid of the negative 3. We can do that by dividing negative 3 on both sides. Okay, we do that. And again, the most important thing that you don't have to forget, well, because you are dividing or multiplying with negative 3 or any negative number for that matter, you have to flip the symbol. We do that. We flip the symbol, and then we're ready to simplify the equation. Okay, so let's convert the division into multiplication. We do that, and let's actually try to simplify the thing out. On the left hand side, the 3's cancel out. Okay, negative 3 and negative 3 again cancel out because one is in the numerator, the other is in the denominator. You can cancel them out. And on the right hand side, it just becomes 7 times negative 1 is just equal to negative 7, and you can't actually just simplify the two, so we're just going to leave it as it is. So we have found the value of d, which says that d is going to be greater than negative 7 by 3. Again, not the exact value, but we are pretty close. We eliminated a lot of potential values, and we are pretty close. I don't think we can actually go closer than this. Okay, so that's all from my side, and thank you for watching, and I really hope you learned something.